Good evening, there we go. Good evening. I'm Handsome Lars, and we have made it to Season 6 of our TRACC Championship, our two-state championship. New colors, new intro. Actually, not new color, no new colors. Just new intro. Somewhat new cars. Some new people, even. Oh, but still, the good old mayhem at Tuesdays. We're at Road America, where our GT3s and TCR cars are gonna collide. Probably even literally. It is the 8th of February. We are 23 days away from Gran Turismo 7, which I've been spending a lot of time thinking about that game instead of, this game. So I've completely forgotten that, hey, we have a stream today. Still, all's fun, all's fun. We'll get to the schedule in a moment, but just saying, we're gonna go with the good old things here. There's a rule change. We're doing minutes instead of laps now. Everyone agrees. 4 laps. Can't counter that. Who can counter that? So we're gonna go with minutes, which is actually slightly longer. This is pretty based. Now, if I can hit the right button, what can you look forward to this season? Well, basically, it's Road America. Told you that one. Next week, it's Suzuki, and then it's Twin Ring Motegi, which has actually been renamed to Mobility Resort Motegi. It's a terrible name. Terrible name. And then we're gonna completely switch it up and go to Norris Ring, which is a dreadful little city track thing. Kinda, sorta. Ugh. Before we head to Portimao for our little free fix, and finally to Red Bull Ring, because that's fun. So basically, this season we're gonna have some old tracks, some free tracks, some new tracks. And, well, definitely something for everyone. Unless you think Norris Ring ruins everything. Oh god. Moving on. I'm just gonna press some... What happens if I do this? Yeah, it runs the intro again. Just checking. Qualifying is in, oh god, 4 minutes. So we're just gonna... We're gonna chill. We're gonna chill. And I can tell you about our next Saturday season. It's gonna be DTM 2020 versus GT3s. We call it Super VT. It's like Super GT, but nobody has the, Super GT cars, so we call it Super VT because the DTM cars are technically GT500s. The GT3 cars are basically GT300s. Seriously. That'd be awesome. Links in the description. Yeah, also a link for Discord. But you're probably watching that. Now then. We're gonna have a little track lap. We haven't had a track lap in a long time. But since we did this back in season 2 or 3, Julian actually recorded one. Yeah, he took his old Opel Astra out, did some spinning, did some crashing, and came back with a video, which we're not gonna watch.
Starting on the very long start-finish straight, we stay on the left side of the track. Braking at around 300 or shortly before that, into turn 1. Braking between 100 and 200, braking into turn 2. Try to go for a late apex, you can go pretty wide on the exit curb. Through the cheese. and brake at about 200 for turn 3. You can go very wide on the exit here without invalidating your lap. Brake under the underpass. You can go full on through Hurry Downs. Brake at about 200 or shortly before that for turn 6. You can go wide on the exit again. Take the carousel in a proper late apex. Try to get the best run out of the corner as possible, because next up is again a full throttle section through the kink. Go to the left of the track, brake it around 300 into Canada corner. Don't go too wide on the exit or you will be invalidated. Stay on the right. In order to cut into the left, you can stay on the throttle fully. Braking to turn 11, try to get a late apex. You can go a bit wide on the exit curb again. Up the hill, we are on the start-finish straight again. And across the line we go.
And we can cut that away. I would like to apologize. I said Julian was a noble Astra. He lied. He wasn't a Link. Which is very famous for not being an Opel. Yeah, definitely not an Opel. Qualifying is 20 seconds away. So we'll get to this whole introducing people thing in a moment. But until then, I'm gonna yawn. Get sorry about that. Let's go up here. Qualifying shall begin momentarily, as we're looking here at an Opel. It's a hot one. As always, it's a close to perfect day here in the Road America Grand Prix circuit, hosted by Sim Racing GP. Hint, hint. Everyone's favorite provider of stuff. There we go. Qualifying can begin. We're gonna hit a few buttons here. And then we're gonna introduce some gentlemen. Once I've hit all the buttons. There we go. Starting with our TCRs, it is the league head honcho Julian Strasser himself. Oh god, he's done this for 6 seasons, and he still picks the Opel. He's a madman. Highly respect him for that. Coming in a Lada, incredibly enough, Jesper Eriksson said, well, no one's driven the Lada since season 1, so why not? Maybe because, you know what, that's a free car. It literally comes with the purchase of Raceroom. Meaning it's literally free, and it's a fine car. Very unused though. We have a newcomer coming in at the Cupra, who is a fan favorite and driver favorite. It's James Lee. I say newcomer, maybe he's been here. A lot of British people filter through. But he is here, and on the off chance it is his first event, welcome James. Welcome. And solidly parked in the pit, it is Adam Kurian, our Season 3 champion, our Season 4 champion. And he will be in the championship winning Cyan Performance Link. He tried his Volvo. He's not going to be on track. He can't bother to do that. Moving on. Lucas Fisher in a Nissan GTR. He actually went with one of the older cars because he's just He's just that cool, you know. What's more cool than picking a slower car than the rest? Now, Lucas was the TCR champion in Season 1 and GT4 champion last season. Expect to see him up there, basically. Who can challenge him? Maybe Colin Barker, who finally won a championship last season as he took the TCR Season 5 title after no less than 5 attempts. Being stuck behind Fisher, being stuck behind Kirkhill, being stuck behind Kurian, being stuck behind Kurian again. In the TRACC / All White Foot Drive Championship, he's been driving this very Corvette. And he's hoping he can actually do some real business with it. A German man in a German car, we have Björn Peter. He's one of those guys, he's been around and he's been a solid mid-table kind of guy. The question is, can he change mid-table to top of the table? We'll see. We have not actually seen him in a GT3 before. The other Swede and the man who made a YouTube thumbnail, Johan Karlberg. In the older BMW GT3 car. Not much to say except, well, maybe he won't explode. It's Johan. I mean, he could take it. And finally tonight, Pavel Stopinski, or as we call him, the better Pavel. He'll be riding in the very much awesome Audi. The Audi, which in real life is a lot better than it is in Raceroom for some reason. The OP has not been kind to it. He's a solid yet unremarkable competitor. And along with Johan and Jesper, we all go rallying together and crash cars, I guess. So those are the 9 people who are here now. More people might still show up. They got 15 minutes to do so. Johan Karlberg, first one set a lap and also best lap. We have some 206s. It's Karlberg, it's Barker. Lopinski with a 207. A car in the pits. Let's see, where is... That is, there we go. We should have, actually let's go to Fisher. Because, you know, we all know Fisher is at some point gonna clap him. So why not go with a man who is definitely gonna clap him? Let's adjust some audio levels here. It's someone screwed with my buttons last week. Yes. Fisher immediately invalidates his own lap, but let's just take a few moments here. Because he went with the Gran Turismo Nissan GTR. God, that's gorgeous. Lot of power. Stopinski is leading currently. Especially if he can finish the lap. Jan Peter came in with a 2:05.8 moments ago though. But Pavel already on the way to beating that one. Also, that's gonna confuse me. His Audi looks... It has the same color scheme as the Lada. That'll lead to some nada. Alright, Pavel. 2-0. Oh, 2060. Loses everything in the final sector. Next living image, James Lee. Personal best. Only one set a time so far in TCR. Go on board here. Quite the understeer. And we'll have to go away from that because, well, it's invalid. But also because Colin Barker has a purple first sector. What is that gonna be? Barker also having a purple first sector? Maybe Peter just had a really bad first sector. Pavel also having a purple first sector. We'll have to check them one at a time. Starting here with Johan. Well, he invalidates it, so we're gonna skip immediately to Barker. Who coincidentally has Björn Peter right behind him. Will Barker screw it up? He will not. Can he carry enough momentum to actually take pole position? Oh no, that was close. Another 206.0. In front of Pavel coming in with a 206.1. But Pavel already had the better time. Faster, better, faster. Lucas Fischer though. How about second attempt? Can he do the pole as Pavel yet again having a fast sector? There's no reason to lie. Fischer is the favorite. Always is. He just takes that one all the way out and too far out. That is another dead lap. Meaning we can go to... Actually, we're going to the wrong guy here. Nope, Barker went in. Barker was actually on a purple sector. But so is Petter. Somehow holding pole position yet. Also, don't mind the graphic glitches. Ericsson and Strasser are in TCR. Which are the black, gray. Yeah, gray. The gray names. Header with another purple. Still valid, still valid. That has potential. Has potential. Yep, he improves his time. He takes it down to a 2:05.6. That's very good. 4 tenths ahead. And as always, we're gonna go with Fischer. We all know that once Fischer's time hits, it is gonna be incredible. Like, if anyone could do 2:04, it's him. Okay, maybe not in an old Nissan, but still. Behind him somewhere, Petter continues with his fast speed, though. All the way to the limit. There is not a lot of track left when he makes a cut. Oh, still lost half a second. And how about Petter? How's his second sector gonna look? It's gonna look terrible. That's a lot of gravel. So let's see Fisher come in here. It's gonna be 2:06.4. Actually, the slowest of the GT3s. But let's look at the TCRs. Ericsson, of all people, are leading. And he has 2/10 down to James Lee. Adam Kurian, a bit of a banker lap. But he is usually the guy who shows up at the very end of the race of qualifying and claps everyone. He can still do that. Bringing up the rear though is Strasser. Yeah, about 2 seconds down. 1.5 actually. Just admiring the lowering curves of Road America. And a surprisingly tricky exit of the corner. In rallying, you would say it's narrowing or tightens. It definitely tightens. Anyway. Sapinski starting a hot lap. Actually, his car says Gran Turismo as well. Really gonna love that turtle whine though. Really gonna love it. But he's not the guy we're gonna look at now. Karlberg, purple sector. Elsewhere on track, Kurian might be on his way to setting a class leading position. But what about Karlberg? This is where Fisher lost a lot of time. Karlberg's losing time, he can still gain it though. Ooh, that was tricky. That was tricky. Yeah, this is not gonna be a pole lap. But let's just get some confirmation on that. Actually, it's still a personal best though. But that could have been faster. Adam down here, he is 8 seconds behind. If that holds up true, that should put him 3 seconds ahead of the nearest car. Of course, he has to keep that, but it's Adam. He can do stuff. Hit 217. That is an improvement. Adam goes into the TCR lead. Bam bam and or thank you ma'am. Actually, Ericsson has a chance now. This is Ericsson. Actually weird. Let me just check Discord. No, it is actually Ericsson. Okay. Swedish people. Very weird. Very weird. Weird. I can't English. Sorry, I don't stream for 2 weeks. And I forget how to English. Jesper, 217 free. Oh, never mind, because as I was calculating this, Lee comes in with a 216.7. Well then, Adam has challenge. It's gonna be very interesting. But also the fact that Colberg has 2 purple sectors now, and sector 3 is the easier one. And we got just enough time left for 1 more lap. But no pressure, guys, as Lucas is also on a fast one. And Adam. But Colberg first. Oh, that's a pole position. Isn't it? Isn't it? No! 2 really fast sectors, and on the third one he loses just enough time to stay behind Björn Peter. Oh my god, that's close. 0.05 of a second. Actually, before we get to Fischer, let's get to Adam. We might just have a shot at usurping Lee's position. Fischer was on the purple sector and crashed, so he is not getting pole today. And that should put Kurian up there. Yes, Adam Kurian beating Lee. So there we go, that is a challenge, alright. Everyone but Barker, Lee, and Strasser has pitted, so let's see what Strasser can do here. Takes it right to the curb. He has some honor to regain. Still 1 second and a half behind Ericsson. And he's not going to get a chance to actually catch it. It's closed. That's the word. It's closed. So, the grid is going to be Petter, Kalberg, Stopinski, Barker, Fischer, Kurian, Lee, Ericsson, and Strasser. But don't forget, the grids will be reversed for race 2 and race 3. And don't mind the fact that this is Audi Sport TT Cup. That is the graphics I chose. Oh, see? Remove it. Can't see it. It's fine. So let's see, when do we switch over? We switch over now, apparently. "50 seconds until start for a 15-minute race. We just have to wait for... Oops. For people to actually, get on the grid. One at a time. TCRs will be starting behind GT3. I mean, the other way around would be insane. Dangerous, even. And other things. There we go. All cars on the grid. I'm gonna have a sip of the drink here. Remember, Petter in red and white. Kalberg in a... something. Kalberg will drive through. He jumped the start. Stopinski didn't jump it, but he is on the inside going into T1. And here comes Fischer from the inside. Fischer on the inside. Making up lots of positions already. Already a clear gap here. Fischer taking 3 positions in 3 corners. How about that? In TCR, Adam has taken the lead in front of Ericsson. Lee kind of blows the start, and they've all decided to drop Strasser. No one's quite sure why. Petr has a second down to Fischer, and Fischer has an army of cars behind him. I say army, I mean that. That's actually a lot of cars. Sapinski goes past. Ooh, they go free wide. I think Kalberg hits Sapinski and drops down. Oh, but he goes door to door with Barker. Fischer's getting some breathing room now. Is this getting from Kalberg's window here? There's a train behind Fischer. And Petr has just disappeared. You would actually see him. He was just 8 pixels up ahead. James Lee has made it past Ericsson down in TCR. We'll get to that in a moment. Right now we're watching the train. Oh, Barker's looking. Barker decides against it. So after lap 1, it's gonna be Petr, Fischer, Stupinski, Barker. And Kalberg's gonna take that fat L and he has to pit. Well, he has to take a drive-through. We'll cut to TCR in a moment. Let's just see. Barker. Oh, Barker outbrakes him. Stupinski locks up and he has to let Barker past. TCR, it's Trajan, Lee, bit of daylight, Ericsson, and then Strasser. Yeah, can Lee be the guy who can beat Adam? Is he the one that prophecy has told us about? Only time will tell. Moving back up. Oh, Barker's screwing the exit of that corner. But we will have to deal with that in a moment. Lee is attacking Kurian. That is not exactly something that happens a lot. Kurian is usually unattackable. At least by most people. Ooh, kinda leaves it too much that door open. Just getting here from the rear view mirror. No, the rear bumper, sorry. He's not gonna let go. He is not gonna let go. I actually think James has to run now. It's a tricky corner coming up. He might outsmart Adam in this one. Oh, he doesn't. That's still a very good exit. He is right on that bumper. Adam going a bit. He goes into an interesting line. That's the point. On to the final straight. The Link has way more power than the Cupra, but the Cupra is not letting go now. Here it comes. Is he gonna make the move? Is he gonna make it? No, no. The Chinese Volvo simply having too much power. And now Kalberg's gonna come up here. He's gonna make a mess of it because he will have to go through these two guys. Oh, different lines. We'll cut away for a moment. Barker is actually up to Fisher. And Fisher's, oh my god, 5.5 seconds behind the Petter. That's impressive. That's very impressive. But all quieter than the western front. On the eastern front, however, was that a Cooper on 2 wheels? I think it was. Okay. Albert! On the grass! That is one way of doing it, and it doesn't work. Might want to wait your turn there, Bo, and Colbert eats it. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, he just goes to the pits directly. That was quite the move. That was quite the move. On the grass. To pass slower cars. But meanwhile in TCR, Ericsson is actually kinda clawing back in here. Sure, it's still over a second, but that is attainable. Let's see the race from his dash cam here. Let's see if we can get them front row seats to the carnage. Ah, we won't. Actually, let's just actually, let's stay here for a second. Barker is in an attacking position again. Yeah, not gonna stick. Oh, maybe. And now Stopinski is up there. And again, I'm just gonna cut away here. Header is 6.5 seconds ahead. We may have to look at some BOP for this one. These cars were not BOP'd equally, to put it bluntly. Like, I think Fisher's car is several years older than Petter's. Barker's doesn't even run the same series as any of the ADAC cars. And I don't know what's up with Stopinski's Audi. Speaking of which, is there a move? Nope, but there is a slide. Oh, Barker's looking, but there's no room. So back to Lee. They have dropped Ericsson though. We got a bit over 5 minutes left. Oh, no. Ah, but he wanna go. He wanna go. But the Link just has slightly too much power for him to actually attack. You really want to go, dash cam it? Just really change towards that bumper, but he's not going to commit to it. Meanwhile, Barker, will he commit to it? Oh, he will, but he's on the outside. Oh, there's some touching. What? Nope, Barker actually keeps it. He is past Fisher. There was some touching, but outside. Outside pass. We don't see that often. How about you two? Are you gonna try that? Might be fun. Oh, actually now Fisher's gonna have a... Fisher's gonna go for it into T1. And, I mean, that's simple. That simply sticks. He doesn't even have to stick, he just has to accelerate. But Barker is not far behind. Oh! Trey and Lee are fighting. Lee was actually a smidge ahead for a brief moment. And Adam has it right defensively. Oh, they almost hit. Lee tucks in behind. Now Lee cannot go past here. He has to wait for a corner. Well, he doesn't have the top speed required to do what Fisher did on Barker. And he doesn't have the balls to do it in a corner either. So not sure what to do about it. Oh, and meanwhile though... Well, they're bump drafting. How close are they? That's very close. How about this angle? Yeah, that's very close. Actually, no, there is, of course, the outside maneuver again. That's not happening. Not today. Lee and outside. Two minutes to go. It is... Okay. I retract the whole balls comment. Meanwhile, we have a drag race. A drag and draft race, actually. Barker goes on the side here. He defends, but then he takes it into the corner. And now Stopinski's up here. And this is, well, I mean, Fisher has to do stuff, or he's gonna lose everything. Stopinski is not the sort to actually just let go, and that means Fisher might be too distracted to actually catch Barker. Or what? No? Okay, that was a mistake to make. No, Fisher! Fisher! Fisher oversteers it. That'll put him out. He only has a minute left, so he's not going to catch up here. Barker now has some breathing room. Petter has 8 seconds of breathing room, so he might actually just, I don't know, crash and walk home, I guess. Lipinski's gonna take third, most likely. But how about that Curran and Lee battle? Will it ever end? Can it end? Should it end? Well, I mean, yeah. It shouldn't end, but it's gonna end at some point. Lee pokes his nose in there. Door-to-door action. They are in touring cars. I mean... Honestly, I think James Lee should be more cynical. He simply gives too much room sometimes on the attack. A bit more cynical. That might help him a lot. Meanwhile, let's go here. It's Petter, and he's on the final lap. Let's go on board with him. You can have a bit of a parade, I guess. Never much doubt about this victory. He just got ahead from the start. Lights the flag, basically. Oh, actually, we're gonna go back to Lee. He has one more attempt in him, apparently. Especially if Adam makes a mistake now. Oh, actually, will they finish the race now, or are they waiting for Petr to go around? Oh no, they have to do one more lap. Where is Petr? He is still half a lap away. So a bit more to attack on. To attack with. We'll cut to that in a moment. God, this is a long track. But here it is, final corner. Bjørn Petr is gonna climb the hill and he's gonna take the first win of the season. And probably not the last one. Very dominant performance. And simply the best. Behind him it's gonna be Barker, it's gonna be Stopinski, and it's gonna be Fischer, who's wondering how he didn't at least finish second, but now he's gonna have his post-race crash. As is tradition. As is tradition. So let's go here. It is still currently, and they win. I'm not gonna say neck and neck. Bumper and bumper. Is one way of putting it, I guess. Lee hasn't really been more than a second away from Kurian for the past 15 minutes. Ooh. Ooh, that was cynical. That's highly cynical, actually. He actually just decided to go, you know what? I'm taking this line. Good luck. And oh, Adam struggles a bit on the braking here. How about pure speed? Does he have it? He doesn't. Lee actually takes the win. You could argue it was a bit controversial, but didn't have the angle. So it's Lee, Kurian, Ericsson, and a few days behind Julian Strasser. Bjørn Kohlberg to bring up the rear. Fastest lap and winner goes to Petr. Again, yeah, that says Audi Sport TT Cup. Ain't no mind. As we go to race 2, which is 10 minutes. Same procedure, reverse grid. Double checking Discord here, see if there's any funky business. If you're in the chat, go ahead and say what's up, or hello, or whatever you want to say. Okay. Cars under grid. Kohlberg with that pole. Me typing on keyboard. We are off. 10 minutes. Kohlberg kind of blows it. Fischer scoops into advantage here. Into first. Oh, Stopinski's here. It's gonna be a mess. T1's gonna be a mess. Ericsson's game crashed. That is unfortunate. If in chat... Oh god, he's still on the grid. He'll see what happens when they come around, eh? Fischer leads in front of Stopinski, Kohlberg, Petr, Barker. Also a bunch of gravel. Strasser holds the lead in front of Kurian and Lee. But how long's that gonna last? My bet is until next corner. And... oh boy, well, there's 2 positions. That works. My bet was right. I win. Meanwhile, up front, Fish... never mind. Peter thinking this is D1GP. A drift car. It's not. And it's not. That lost him a lot of time. It's Fisher, Stupinski, Colin and Barker. Sparks and dust flying everywhere. How about here? Lee. Adam. Adam playing defensively? Is Lee just gonna stay behind him for 10 minutes? Oh god, I'm wondering. Can Lee hear me? Lee, if you can hear me, please flash the headlights. Actually, it's gonna be a minute until see if he does it, so we'll go to Stupinski in a moment. For a moment at least. Because he has a chance at Fisher. And doesn't take it. Meanwhile... nah, he's not flashing. He can't hear me. I was just thinking he heard me say, be more cynical, and... he didn't. But now we got... Moltrain. Moltrain of thoughts. Karlberg attacks. And now Karlberg's in the defense again. Barker's up there, door to door. Barker sells Karlberg a door. I'd rather think he wants the 3rd place instead. He ain't getting it. Now Peter what is up with Karlberg? Did he just brake? He could have received a slowdown penalty. That would be very unfortunate. But it does happen. Oh, that was Dust and Sparks. Oh god, that isn't as sexy. I wish all cars were decent GTRs. Not Fisher though. Fisher probably wonders why he bought a lawnmower. That lawn was mowed. Fisher, Stupinski, Barker, Petter, Karlberg. As nature wanted it. But at the same time, it's relatively calm, actually. Yeah, 2-2. Except Karlberg, who is 1-1. And now it's 4-0. 4-4? I don't know. Oh, hello, Stupinski with an error. Barker with a catch, basically. Oh, how about here? Bumper to bumper? Oh, Adam, that was very wide. Is it? No, that's a double left-hander. And no room to do a slap Slingshot. Slap shot, that's the wrong sport. James Lee goes into the lead. And Barker goes right on that tailpipe now. Oh. No, Fisher keeps it. No, he doesn't. Barker goes past. And now it's 3 guys within 1 second. Strasser has a crash elsewhere that is a bit less important than this 4-man crash that we're about to have. Sorry, 5 men. 5 men within, 2 seconds of each other. Let's get the Colbert vision on this. Fisher, Barker, they're swapping again. Yeah, sure, we only have 9 drivers. But 5 of them are fighting like this. Was that Sapinski? Whoa, Sapinski almost sliding himself to death. Fisher moving now. Remember, double left-hander, right? Or is that a different corner? Well, it doesn't matter. He doesn't get it. Now Petter's up. It's a 10-minute race, and they're well, they're 3/4 through it. So, Fisher. Well, that was a mistake. Now we're side by side with Kalberg. And we have to go back down here because they're also side by side. And I don't know who's winning that one. Should be Lee. And we have to go straight back up to a different fight because that's sport. And now we have to go straight back down. Okay. Oh boy, what's gonna happen? Or are we gonna get just one moment of peace? Just one moment of peace, please. Oh, he has the slipstream. Oh, he doesn't have the brakes though. Moving on. Christ almighty. Still 5 guys within 2 seconds. Well, no reason to stress, boys. Now, there should be one more lap, if I'm not fully mistaken. But do they know that? Do the spark emitters know it, as Culbert actually still remains in 3rd? Barker slightly pulling away from Barker, from Petter, who's slightly pulling away from the rest of the guys. Meanwhile, oh god, you two are fighting again. Oh god, there's gonna be a corner. Oh, Adam! That was more or less just like, here's a shoulder tackle. Can I go past you? And he could. Adam goes past Korean again. Oh god, how about here? No, they're chilling. And we looked away, Lee goes past Adam. Didn't see what was up with that. Did not see what's up with that. How about you two? Is this the final, or will they flag? Yeah, we're flagging. Race is over. Barker takes it in front of Petter, Karlberg, Fischer, Stupinski. Yeah, Fischer's gonna have his. Fischer's gonna have his crash. Stupinski's following along. But oh my god, Lee and Kuryan. I still don't know why Adam. I mean, maybe he lost the position by accident. I don't know. Here's some braking. Here's the slingshot. Adam has it. Adam has it for the moment. Christ almighty, these two guys are gonna kill each other at some point. But Adam has it. Adam evens up the score, making it 1-1 against Lee, and Strasser getting a drive-through penalty. Okay. And Stupinski's gone for a lunch break. Honestly, I could eat as well. Well, that's 2 races done and dusted. We got 1 more left, and it's the long one. Just to reiterate, Barker, Petter, Karlberg, Fischer, Stupinski, Kuryan, Lee, Strasser, and Eriksson, whose game crashed. That's sad. Now take some deep breaths. Oh, by the way, fast lap Petter. Now some deep breaths. And relaxation. Get the pulse down. And then we can have a massive incident in a few moments. Incredibly enough, the game did not throw me out here for race 3. That's unusual. So, 30 seconds. Are y'all ready? Eriksson ready? I don't know, actually. Alright, let me just, yeah. There we go. Close down Discord. Not gonna be looking at that one. 15 seconds until the lights are on. I'm looking at a guy who will not make it on grid, will he? Yep, 8 guys on grid. Stupinski's gonna be taking the lead. Barker's bringing up the rear, and then it's gonna be somehow still Strasser behind. Strasser in the pits even, actually. But the lights are on. Off, even. They're off. Stupinski leads into T1, Fischer behind him. Graphics confusing me. Header attacking Fischer, getting away with it. Karlberg ahead of Barker. Kuryan and Lee vibing around, basically. Ooh, Fischer with the gravel. And, yeah, I mean, Strasser is not racing. Maybe he just wanna watch the fight, I guess. Okay, so let's see here. Someone will have to blink first. And if they don't blink, Stupinski's gonna win it, but Fischer becomes the lawnmower. And keeps it. Not bad, actually. But no traction, so Petter goes up here. But then again, Fischer has the inside. And here comes Karlberg to make a mess of it. And that's a German lawnmower. We're getting all lawns mowed today, baby. Oh, Karlberg's in that attacking. Oh, Barker's up there too, sorry. Karlberg is attacking and defending at the same time. The sun is setting. My god, it might even be sitting on GT3 at this rate. They might end up killing each other. Out of pure principle. So after that one, Stopinski, 2 seconds down to Petter. 1.6 down to Fischer, and then there's a small jump down to Colberg and Barker. Kurgan and Lee duking it out down here in TCR. Oh, Colberg's looking at Fischer here. Julian Strasser's in the chat. Good thing at least someone is getting battles today. Boy, there's a lot of battles. Like, for a brief moment, I thought we were playing Fortnite instead of Raceroom, you know? But we can take a breath now. Deep breath. Unless Colberg screws up. And he does. And then Barker screws up. And then Colberg also screws up. Well, okay. Fair enough. Barker goes past Colberg. I'm not sure how, to be honest, but he did. And then a lawn mowing attack. Colberg past Barker. Unusual, but fair enough. The rest of the cars have split up accordingly. Who will remember to bring enough fuel for 20 minutes? Because people tend to forget it, to be honest. Colberg's up here. I'm trying to describe his car. Chessboard comes to mind. Oh, Barker's attacking. Barker's attacking. And... yes, no. No, yes. He has the inside. That's not always enough, though. Now he has the backside instead. That's a very close backside. So he's passed. How long will it last this time? This classic Sweden versus Britain battle. Which is not classic, I just made it up. Right ahead of them you can see Lucas Fischer, who's not quite catching up to other people. Some dust being kicked up. Colberg considering his chances. Probably. I don't know what Colberg's thinking. Not sure he does either. But here's some people we haven't talked about for a while. Kurian and James Lee. They've been a second apart so far. Time will tell if that changes. Out on lap 4, Stopinski, Eder, and an increasing amount of daylight down to Fischer. Or is it decreasing amount? I mean... sunset and all that. But Petter is within a second of Stupinski. This means he can use the DRS that he doesn't have. Whatever that means. It means he can be motivated. Ah, that's more than motivation. That's an attack. That's an attack. Long inside. And... yeah, that should stick. Don't see Stupinski making a counterattack already. But the problem is, if Petter gets clean air, he gets away. Although that was rather sudden. So what's it gonna be? Can Powell keep it? Does not look like it. Losing... what the earth was that? That was Fischer's car making a huge fountain of sparks. Sorry for that distraction. Stupinski. Slowly clawing his way back in. Seriously, that was a big amount of sparks. Oh, right in that tail, right on it. Petter can still make a mistake now. More likely Culver makes it. Sorry. It's Stupinski makes... that Stupinski makes it as I yawn a lot. Now he definitely wants to attack, but he cannot find room for it. But he shouldn't make too many weird moves, because then he'll lose any chance of it. That lost him like 2/10 right there. Behind him, Fischer is challenged by Barker and Kalberg, and Fischer making a mistake here. Could prove costly. Oh boy, 3 people going into that corner. And Kalberg wants up there. But still, everyone survives. Moving up real quick, I think Stupinski has lost Petter. Although now he does have some speed, but that is not a lot of room. Halfway through the race. And here's Kalberg. And there's Barker. Let's go into dash cam. That is not happening. This Barker's more looking at Fischer. And oh, Stupinski's kind of catching up again, actually. I did count him out, but I appear to have been mistaken. Still, those 3 guys. There's 4 seconds between the 2 groups, so... well, they might still mix up. Fisher probably wishing he had... Sorry. Fisher probably wishing he'd picked a slightly faster car. Colbert probably wishing he didn't hit the gravel all the time. You see the sun there in the background? Round the big corner, Barker may have screwed that one up actually. He has top speed, but Fisher's gonna have to slipstream in a moment if Colberg doesn't steal it. Oh, Fisher actually having the top speed over the Corvette. It's not gonna stick though. Barker goes ahead and stays ahead. So a slight rejigging of positions. It's now Petter, Stupinski, Barker, Fisher, Colberg. As for Kurian and Lee, well, they haven't been near each other for a while, so that's new. Fisher? Not sure that's the FIA approved line through that corner. And yeah, that's gonna leave Colberg in here. In for a penny, in for a pound. What's it gonna be? Fisher keeps it. Fisher keeps it. At least for a moment. That was a weird line, Fisher. And now Barker goes ahead. Barker Wow, Barker's gained 2 seconds already. But he has 6 seconds up to Stupinski and Petter. So we're just gonna see if Colberg's gonna make a move. I mean, he has a good chance of doing it. And that might stick. Yeah, that sticks. Colberg up ahead now. Let's move back here. Petter, 1 second down to Stupinski. Another 6 seconds down to Barker. 2 seconds down to Colberg. And right behind him, you got Fisher. In TCR, Kurian has led. But James Lee has not been that far behind, actually. A lot to play for with 5 minutes to go. Especially if your name's Lucas. I mean, this is not really the race Lucas wanted. He had a real chance at second. Maybe even to win. Okay, no, Colberg has it. Colberg should have it at least. Oh, then they hit each other. We've seen several overtakes on the outside today. Not used to seeing that, but I don't mind. I certainly do not mind. It's still very close. And by close, I mean, well, they could collide at some point. That'd be fun. No, not today. They've already lost 3 seconds to Barker, so... yeah, you can make of that what you want. Oh, the Nissan has a lot of oomph. And it does pull ahead slightly. And I think Calvary kind of screwed that one up, actually. Oh dear. That lost him a few tenths. Let's just go through here. Better. 1 point something down to Stupinski. That's relatively calm, I guess. He has 2 minutes to go, so it's not impossible for him to lose. But it is not very likely. I mean, of course, you can't outrule that Stupinski does a suicide dive. It has happened before in this league. Well, maybe not today. Then Barker all by his lonesome. And Kurian, in the same situation as Petter. It should be his, unless things go real weird in a moment. Which they might, to be honest. Which they might. Okay, this should be the final lap then. Petter on the final lap. Stupinski? Oh, actually only 4 tenths behind now. There is an outside chance. But it will require talent and guts. A lot of talent and a lot of guts. 3 tenths. 2 tenths. Intense. Oh. Could Fischer and Colberg fighting? Fischer and Colberg fighting. Colberg getting the Duke here. Or is it the Deuce? I don't know. But then there's still you two, and you're also very close, and oh god, I have to keep looking several places at once. Which way, Western man? Swedish or German? Swedish. Back to Stupinski. Still only 2 tenths behind, actually. I mean, the right gap. The right mistake by Petter. And that will still not be enough. Petter makes it 2 wins tonight. Flash them lights, baby. That's your win. But Stupinski coming very close, actually. That's good job by him. Barker's gonna take third in a chill race for him, basically. Colberg somehow sneaking in fourth, and Fischer. How often do we get to say that Lucas Fischer is last? The answer? Almost never. And a few daylights behind, Adam Kurian is having 3 seconds down to Lee, who has just kind of said, it's fine. Also, we missed the traditional Lucas crash. Darn. How about Stravinsky crash? No? Oh, wait. He might still have that massive crash. Just fun. And, yep, 14-year-old German boy ruins expensive car. That is really long lap for those TCRs, eh? Very long lap. I mean, we know Adam's gonna win it. That's, pretty guaranteed, but that is a long lap. So here it comes. Like Petter, that is 2 wins today. Also, unusually enough, fastest lap, Albert. And didn't expect that, eh? Really didn't expect that. So that gives us our third race tonight. It's Petter, Stupinski, Barker, Kalberg, Fischer, Kurian, Lee. Now I can go put my game face on here. This is my game face. Yes, that was tonight's jaunty little fun. Join us next week where we go to Suzuka and do the whole thing again, but in Japanese. How does that work? We'll find out. I'm Handsome Lars. You've been watching TRACC. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.